Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of Fearless Tarot, How to Give Yourself a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is due out this month, October 2020, from Llewellyn Books. October 8th, it's hitting shelves worldwide. I'm so excited. And if you like my positive approach to tarot, you're going to love this book. Or if you've ever wanted to learn tarot, but it's intimidating, it scared you. There's a lot of popular culture things about tarot being spooky or evil or bad. This book is going to be a game changer for you because I'm going to show you how to apply tarot symbolism, even the frightening images, in a constructive way. So you don't feel defeated or hopeless or afraid when they show up, but instead that you're able to find how to use that lesson and really empower yourself with it. It is this month's October 2020 Taroscope video, part 4. I'm going to go into the astrological signs of Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So if you're a Capricorn or you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, this is going to be the message for you for October 2020. We have the Hangman, a very Capricornian card, Two of Swords, and then finally, the Chariot card. Okay, so this is an important time for Capricorn. Number one, we got the Hangman card, which is saying that there's been a lot of struggle, a lot of sacrifice. There's been a lot that you've been putting off. And now it's going to be a time of reward. The Hangman is also a card that says that the work that you've put in will reward you. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is all about limits, discipline. I mean, you ask any Capricorn if they know what it's like to go through setbacks, and they will raise their hand. They'll say, yes. I mean, that's the story of my life. But Capricorns are also rewarded for those struggles, for those tough things that they have to go through. And as is that Hangman, he is there by choice going through that struggle of being hung upside down. By being upside down, he's gaining a new perspective on the world and on his situation. And all the energy through gravity is rushing to his head. And so he's gaining insight and wisdom. So this could be a time of taking a time out, not moving forward, assessing your plan. Think before you act this next month, Capricorn, but also lay the groundwork for the future. The fact of the matter is, for Capricorn in October, it's going to be a month of limbo. You're going to feel like you're in between two worlds, and that's what that Two of Swords is. It's all about making peace with in between. You can see the swords in between the sky and the sea, and in between the new moon and the full moon. And so this could be a time where you're really developing yourself, Capricorn, where you're really allowing yourself to be okay with having things not 100% complete or finished, and know that things are transitioning beautifully. It's also important to know that the in-between times in our lives are where the magic is really happening. It's never when everything's settled or fixed. There is a magic of transformation happening around Capricorn, and you're wanting to trust the mystery and go forward with it. In time, you will step out of limbo. That Chariot card for the future is a card of victory, triumph, and achievement, but you have to trust the mystery. And I just think as well, the Chariot is all about leaving the comfort zone, going out into the world, getting things moving again. You're going to get that unmistakable sense this next month, Capricorn, of when it's time to make your move, when it's time to move forward and to start. And I think that this is going to be just a deeply transformative time for you. The next image we're going to go into is, or next sign is Aquarius. So if you're an Aquarius or you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, this is going to be the message for you for October 2020. We get the Lovers card, a great time to work on your relationships. Six of Wands and your self-esteem in your relationships. And then the Seven of Pentacles, some work stuff in there too. So for Aquarius, this is going to be a time where you're really evaluating your relationships, and you're also seeing, how do I show up in my relationships? Am I encouraging to other people? Do I make them feel good when they're done interacting with me? And likewise, are they making me feel good? The Six of Wands is a card of self-esteem, pride in oneself, and holding your head up high. And the Lovers card is how you relate to others and the choices you're making in your relationships. And these two cards can come up when you really need to assess, are my relationships, the most important ones, making me feel good or not so good? If they're not making you feel so good, it may be a time to work on them, either through communication, and if they're destructive or abusive, I hope not, but if that's the case, the Six of Wands is also a card of saying, you know what, I'm going to hold my head up high, and it's time for me to move forward. The Six of Wands is also a card of respect. And so this could be a time where you are really setting some parameters in your relationships with others for how each person is respecting one another. And this is not limited to just your love life. We got that Seven of Pentacles, which is a very practical card. It could be a work card or a financial card. This could be a time of getting clarity with other people, but not dimming your light, but instead really speaking your truth unapologetically and really coming up with some sort of consensus as we're moving forward. And finally, the Lover's card is all about making some choices. This could be a time of making choices about how you're promoting yourself with that Six of Wands, and also what you're investing your energy on to work on with that Seven of Pentacles. So there's a lot to weigh, and that Lover's card could say maybe it's not so important for you to make that decision all on your own. If you have a loved one or a trusted advisor or someone who's always your counselor or advocate, it might be time to check in with them as well. And that is the sign of Aquarius for October. And then finally, our last sign is Pisces. So if you're a Pisces or you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, this is going to be the message for you for October 2020. First, we got the Ten of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Things are flowing. And then the Tower card. So for Pisces, this has been a major time of change. A lot of the change was not welcome. And this could be a time where you're really kind of trying to rebuild again, really put the pieces back together after an ending has already hit. When we see the Ten of Swords, it's a card of finality. It's also a card of challenges and difficulties, but it says that the challenge is over now. It's time to move on. Pisces is a very sensitive sign too, and sometimes that Ten of Swords could say that you're hanging on to an emotional wound, something difficult that happened before. It's really clouding your perception of the present and how to move forward. The fact of the matter is that what is happening around Pisces this next month isn't bad. It's just very transformative, and there's a lot of unexpected things happening, which are causing some anxiety triggers for you. The Two of Pentacles is saying the way to handle these transformations and changes for Pisces is to be flexible, be adaptable. The Two of Pentacles often shows those wavy waters in the background. And that's saying, and it doesn't matter who you are, life is going to periodically send you waves. There's going to be turbulence. There's going to be things that kind of throw you off center. And it's so important that you are just riding those waves and allowing yourself to float above them instead of fighting them or saying, why me? Or this is just like what happened last time. But instead just saying, hey, yeah, there it goes again. You know what? That's part of life. It's time for me to move forward. Be flexible, adaptable, and most importantly, don't lose your sense of humor this next month. A lot of the most catastrophic things that you think you're facing can be really handled with humor, making a joke about it, or just saying, yeah, of course this is here. Of course that happened. And just don't take it personally because it's just life. And then finally, we got that Tower card, which is all about snapping out of the state of denial. So Pisces might have to really face some facts this next month that are unpleasant or difficult to face at the time, but by getting out of your head and out of the rationalizations for either someone else's behavior or for what's been happening, and just getting to the ground and saying, okay, this happened, it's done, time to pick myself up, dust myself off, time to be resilient and move forward. I'm going to be powerful here. I think if you do that, you are going to be okay. So for Pisces, it's time to be resilient, but it's also time to embrace reality and let go of that which no longer serves you. Whenever that Tower card comes up, even though it's a challenging card, it's one of the most healing cards of the tarot because it breaks you out of that state of denial and it really gets you back in touch with what's really happening. So be empowered as you're going through your changes this next month, Pisces. And that is this month's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule a one-on-one session with me. Otherwise, I do hope you check out Fearless Tarot. I really have a feeling you're going to enjoy it so much. It is really a great book, and it is so exciting that it's going to be out. And otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy month, and I will see you again next time.